G'day guys, welcome back to the Talking Sport podcast where I'm here with Josh. Say hello mate.
Hello everybody, and today we're going to be reviewing the prelim finals and also hyping up the big grand final at the Gabba. But first, I'll get Kizza to review the Port Adelaide and Richmond thriller.
Bloody oath mate, what can I say as a Richmond supporter? It was absolutely unbelievable. What a win from the Tigers. No one gave us a chance to come into this game, and Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. Looks like we have absolutely no chance, but somehow we pulled it off. Anyway, we won by 6 points, kicking 6-10-46 to Port Adelaide's 6-4-40, so 6-point win. Very close there. We should have really kicked a couple more goals, but it's a win. I'll take it.
Seeing the boys' reactions at the end, that must have been pretty good.
Bloody oath, it was unbelievable. They were so happy, and I'll play that clip right now.
Got it! Off the ground! Richmond are going to go on their way to the Gabba. The champions are still standing.
Oh, we're from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us and grin, risking head and shin. If we're behind then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
Yeah, wow, they look really pumped up there, and they're very happy to be in another grand final for Richmond. Unbelievable scenes there at the Adelaide Oval. Anyway, the best player on the ground, I'd have to say, Toby. Knock the tank, no curvers together, boys. He was unbelievable, taking about 10 marks, fair income. He played really well, and also Dustin Martin, of course. He shows up to every finals game pretty much. He is unbelievable.
Yeah, I totally agree there, mate. Nate the Tank had such a monumental last quarter, taking contested mark after contested mark, and it resulted in a win. But one interesting thing about this game, 6 deliberate out of bounds this game.
Yeah, they were pretty rough on that call, and I mean, as long as it's consistent, which it was, I think it's fair. If they're consistently making it like, they're piss weak, or they're just like, they're paying every single one. As long as it's consistent, I'm fine with it.
Moving on to the Brisbane versus Geelong game, which was less of a thriller, to be honest. It was a 40-point demolishing by the Cats, them scoring 82 and Brisbane scoring 42. It just wasn't the best game by Brisbane. They knew they had a Gabba grand final coming up, but I feel like they looked too far ahead too early and just lost it all there.
That's perfect wording there, 100%. It looked like they were looking forward, thinking, we're in the grand final, we're there. And I'm like, you're not quite there, you still need to win. Geelong is still a very good team, and they lost.
So that's it. It's Geelong and Richmond at the Gabba in the grand final. But it is certainly insignificant in so many ways, but he does get a third goal tonight.
It's unusual because I feel like if Geelong took their chances in the first half, the game would have been over a lot sooner.
100%.
Because there was only a 5-point deficit at half time. But Geelong had many opportunities that they absolutely flunked in the first half. So if they took them, I reckon it would have been even more of a demolishing. But a win's a win for Geelong. They're carrying in with 2 massive wins into the grand final.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to write them off, to be honest. A 68-point win and then a 40-point win against 2 top 8 teams.
Yeah.
But Richmond are a good side, so I never know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for this one. It's going to be such a great match. I'm not really going to say Geelong are going to get pumped. I think they're a really good chance. I think Richmond should win, but I'm definitely not counting out Geelong for this one.
Yeah, definitely, mate. But best on ground for that game, even though he was in the losing side, Lachie Neale still got 24 disposals, 8 clearances, and about 5 marks. So he was a really good player, had an alright first quarter, but he did what he needed to do. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. But he'll probably win the Brownlow anyway, so
Yeah.
something to cheer him up. But so 2 cracking prelim finals. Moving on to a big grand final, one that we've never seen like before. 16-minute quarters.
Yeah.
It's at the Gabba. It's at night. How much more different can it get?
I mean, it's going to be really weird. It's just going to be like, oh, it's at the G, and your mind's going to be, it's at the G, and they're like, hang on, it's at the Gabba, what's going on here? But
yeah, what's these blue and red seats doing?
bloody oath. It's going to be weird, but I think it'll be relatively the same. I mean, obviously the crowd and stuff won't be as loud and, as influential on the players, I guess. But it's still going to be good, I reckon.
I reckon it's still going to be a cracking grand final. I predict a close one because I feel like Richmond and Geelong, they finished 4th and 3rd, so it shows that their best is really close to each other. So personally, I'll be tipping probably the Tigers by about 2 goals.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Geelong won.
Yeah, and I mean, if Geelong do win, obviously I'm going to be a bit angry because it's Richmond. But I'm not going to be that disappointed because I love Gaza, I love some of their plays, and I'll be happy for them. Selwood, he hasn't really had much success. Obviously he's played in a couple of grand finals and a lot of pre-leagues. But yeah, and Dangerfield and all them, so I'll be happy for them if they do win.
Yeah, and Gaza announcing his retirement after this game. So let's see if he can end it off with another premiership.
With a bang.
That's all I have today. I'll pass it off to Kizza to roll the out.
Alright, good on you, legends. It's going to be unbelievable, this grand final. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. I really, really can't wait. Alright, cheers Josh for joining me. Thank you, legends, for watching. I'll see you later. Come on the Tigers!